What PlayStation is doing to LittleBigPlanet at this point is just downright disrespectful. I don't really think there's any other way you could phrase it.
We'd like to say no little sack person is harmed during the playing of LittleBigPlanet. We'd like to say that.
Now, if you don't know what LittleBigPlanet is, or you don't know who Sackboy is, it's this character right here. It's basically a very cute platforming game that is based around creativity. Sackboy was basically the mascot for PlayStation for a very long time. And if you don't believe that statement, there is no better way to prove it than to look at PlayStation All-Stars. Now, PlayStation All-Stars was a fighting game similar to Super Smash Bros., but instead it showcased all the PlayStation icons. And if you take a look at that game cover, you'll see that Sackboy is there right in the middle. Despite the fact that he's like the smallest character, he's almost the biggest character on the cover. But at this point, it pretty much seems like the series has been completely abandoned. And today, in the modern day, the LittleBigPlanet icon has pretty much been entirely replaced by the wannabe Pixar robot. Like, I'm sorry, Astro Boy is a great character. The games look fantastic, but that's just a knockoff Eva, okay? They basically watched WALL-E one time and they're like, you know what? We could gender flip that character. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really mad that the character is being replaced. I'm more so kind of pissed off that they're just trying to erase the existence of this character and series altogether. Which brings me to the point of this video. PlayStation is removing LittleBigPlanet from their digital store. That means October 31st this year, you will no longer be able to download the game. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't really care, I like to buy physical games anyways, I have terrible news for you. Only about 20% of the game is actually on the CD. I know because I bought the CD. The other 80% of the game you have to download, which basically means if you don't buy LittleBigPlanet and own it by the end of this month, it's gone forever. You will no longer have an official way to play the game. And let me just say, as somebody who bought a PlayStation console for the very first time to play LittleBigPlanet back in the day, what are you doing? You have this beautiful world and this beautiful character that has sparked so much creativity in this world, and this is how you're respecting its legacy? Like, it's absolutely crazy to me that these companies are just like, yeah, we're gonna delete the game and there's no other way to play it forever. You know, that thing that people worked on for years, that art that people dedicated their lives to? Oh, that's gone. Because why? Why exactly? Like, you don't have to keep this series alive forever. I'm never expecting that with any series. In fact, I think video game series that go on forever actually ruin their legacy. But also, don't delete the game. Just don't delete the game of an icon that made your company who it is today. Like, that seems so obvious. I mean, gee willikers, imagine being the creator of this series. You basically lifted up PlayStation for years. You actually gave them a platformer that competed with Nintendo, right? And the way they thank you is by spitting on you the second you lose that popularity. Like, this man had a kart racer. This man had a whole entire series. This man had an entire community of people that were making fan-made levels that were some of the most creative levels I've ever played in a platformer ever. If I was the head of PlayStation, I would be doing everything in my power to preserve the legacy of this character. It doesn't matter that you no longer want to use it as the icon for your entire company. I get that. I don't think a character named Sackboy ever really had that broad of appeal. But what you should be preserving is the creativity that was created through your company. The creativity that inspired more creativity. And I want to hear you guys even talking about this. And that's why I want to make this call to action, or whatever you want to call it. I want you, the viewer, to not only tell people that this is happening, I want you to talk about LittleBigPlanet. I want you to talk about what you love about this series. I want to see an 8-hour video of you describing every little detail of the game that you love. I want you to make everyone know, the world to know, that LittleBigPlanet was loved, that it will not be forgotten, and that it won't be disrespected like this in the future. I don't think art this beautiful deserves to be treated this way. I don't think anyone with a working brain believes that. I don't care if it's a video. I don't care if it's a comment. I don't care if it's a meme. I don't care if it's a poster that you put in your town hall. I want to see Little Big Planet everywhere. I don't care if it's 20 fans doing it. I don't care if it's 20 million fans doing it. None of them will be enough to appreciate what this beautiful, beautiful world truly was and will forever be. So let me know in the comment section down below. But until next time, peace.